Hello, I've only had this celery 2 or 3 weeks, and as you can see I've planted some in the raised bed, but I've also planted some in a 10-inch pot, and there's a video on the channel that shows me doing that. This is the container that the celery came in from the local garden centre, and we simply popped it out and planted it in this bed. And as I've already said, we'll put some in a 10-inch pot as well. Now I need to show you this. This is unbelievable. It's caught me by surprise. I'll just show you how tall this celery is. This is a plant marker. I've measured it. It's about 5 inches long. So that should give you an idea of how tall this celery is. Okay, it's about 5 inches or under 5 inches. Maybe that one's slightly more than 5 inches. Okay. So that's how tall the celery is in the raised bed. Now let's go up to the patio and have a look at the 4 celery plants that I put in a 10-inch pot. You'll be amazed. I was. Come on, let's go. Okay, this is the celery on the patio, the 10-inch pot. As you can see, it's still got those windbreaks around it, supporting it. Most of the yellow leaves have disappeared. It's a lot greener than it was. But let me just show you this plant marker, this 5-inch plant marker against it. The celery in the raised bed was about the same height as the plant marker, about 5 inches. This celery is the self-same celery. Well, there's 5 inch for a start. Wow! Don't ask me why. There's 5 inch for a start. That's got to be nearly 10 inches tall. That's twice as big as the celery that's in the raised bed. And this is the self-same celery. Look at the previous videos, you'll see me planting. It was all planted on the same day, came out of those same cells that I got from the garden centre. Celery in the raised bed, 5 inches tall. Celery in the 10-inch pots, about 10 inches tall. Come on, something's going on here. Is it these things? What do you think? Anyway, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You might be asking yourself, well, if that's made the difference, why haven't you got these on in the raised bed? Well, I haven't, because I haven't had the time. But as soon as I switch this video off, I've got some of these cut off bottles. I'm going back down the raised bed and I'm going to put one on every one of those celery plants. Now I have a feeling that perhaps what these have done is not only have they kept the wind off, but they've kept the moisture in. We've had a lot of rain lately, and I do water my plants regularly, and I think these have stayed a lot more moist. The wind hasn't been able to dry them out because of these wind protectors, but any rain that's gone in there, the moisture has stayed in for a lot longer. So I'm going back down the bed now. I'm going to put one of these on every one of those celery plants. And the other thing I'm going to do, once there's sufficient growth above the tops of these things, I'm going to put a cover around them, make them dark, and help the blanching process. And as you've just seen, that celery in the raised bed is in a straight line, and for self-blanching celery it should be planted in blocks, but I've planted it in a straight line. When I put these guys on, and it shows above the top, and then I put a cover around these guys, that celery will blanch up, provided it grows. But hey, we haven't had a stick of celery yet, so let's not be blowing our own trumpets too soon. Let's just get on with the gardening. Let's see what comes out the other end. This is Homegrown Veg, signing off.